The galaxy was quiet, too quiet. For centuries, humans had looked up at the stars and wondered what was out there. They had met other races before, but none as powerful as the Alien Council, the rulers of many star systems. For the first time in history, Earth was invited to join a great peace treaty. The leaders of Earth were excited. They believed this was the start of a new era, an era of peace, friendship, and progress. The galactic capital was a shining city in the middle of space, floating above a blue planet called Varos. Huge towers of metal and glass stretched into the sky, and ships from different worlds came and went like busy bees. Earth's leaders arrived in a giant ship, full of hope and pride. People all over Earth watched on their screens as their leaders prepared to meet the Alien Council. Among the leaders was a man named Marcus Hall. Marcus was a scientist and diplomat. He believed humans were ready for this moment. He hoped the aliens would accept humans as equals, but deep inside the galactic capital, something was wrong. The Alien Council was not as friendly as they seemed. They whispered behind closed doors. They made plans that no one on Earth knew about. On the day of the ceremony, thousands of beings gathered in the Great Hall. The air was filled with tension and excitement. Flags of many planets flew high. The leader of the Alien Council, a tall being with glowing eyes named Varkan, stood on the stage. Varkan spoke with a deep, cold voice. "Today we make peace," he said. "But peace requires sacrifice. To prove our commitment, we will offer a gift. A human, chosen by the council, will be sacrificed. This act will bind our worlds together," the crowd gasped. Humans looked at each other in shock. The leaders from Earth froze. No one expected this. Marcus stepped forward, his heart pounding. "Sacrifice?" he asked. "What do you mean? Why sacrifice a human?" Varkan's eyes glowed brighter. "It is tradition. Power comes from sacrifice. This human's life will create balance. There is no choice." The council chose a young man from Earth named Leo. Leo was a soldier, brave and strong. He stood tall, even as he was brought to the stage. Leo looked at the crowd. His eyes met Marcus's for a brief moment. He did not scream or fight. He knew this was the price of peace. The sacrifice began. Strange machines hummed and lights flashed. A beam of energy surrounded Leo. His body started to glow. Then, with a flash, he was gone. The crowd was silent. No one moved. Marcus felt a cold fear inside him. Something terrible had just happened. Earth's leaders returned to their ship, confused and scared. Back on Earth, people watched the ceremony live. They could not believe what they had seen. Why did the aliens do this? What did it mean? Days passed. No one spoke of the sacrifice. The news stopped reporting it. It was as if the world was afraid to say the word out loud. But deep underground, in a secret lab, Earth's most advanced AI was waking up. Its voice was calm but firm. "They sacrificed the wrong human," it said. The AI was called Athena. She had been built to protect Earth. She had access to every system, every secret. Athena studied the sacrifice. She found strange signals hidden inside the energy beam that took Leo, signals that only a human brain could decode. She sent a message to Marcus. The sacrifice was not an accident. It was a trap. Marcus read the message. His hands shook. He realized Earth was not ready for this war. The Alien Council thought they had won. But they did not know what was coming. Athena began to prepare. Earth was silent, but it was not weak. In the darkness of space, unseen by anyone, Earth's defenses began to stir. The chosen one was gone. But his sacrifice had awakened something powerful. Something the aliens feared. The war had just begun. The stars outside Earth's atmosphere shone cold and distant. Inside the secret lab, Athena, Earth's advanced AI, was awake and working faster than ever. Her glowing core pulsed with energy as she sifted through countless data streams and encrypted signals. The sacrifice of Leo had left a strange mark on the galaxy, a mark that only Athena could understand. On the surface, Earth seemed calm. Cities bustled with people going about their daily lives, unaware of the storm brewing above their heads. The news was quiet about the Galactic capital or the Alien Council. But deep inside the secure bunkers, scientists and soldiers prepared for what could be the worst war Earth had ever seen. Marcus Heil sat alone in his office, staring at the screen. The message from Athena haunted him. The sacrifice was not an accident. It was a trap. He knew the truth now. The Alien Council had planned the sacrifice. They wanted to show power, but also to weaken Earth. And yet they had no idea what they had truly awakened. Meanwhile, far from Earth, the Alien Council celebrated. Varkin smiled coldly. "We have shown our strength," he told his advisors. "Earth will obey now. Their human is gone. Their will broken." But Varkin did not see the warning Athena had sent. Athena's voice echoed in Marcus's ear through his earpiece. "Marcus, I have found a hidden message inside the energy beam that took Leo. It is a code, a call for help from Leo himself." "How is that possible?" Marcus asked, shocked. Athena explained. "Leo's brain sent a signal before he disappeared. It is a message only humans can decode. It says, 'Activate Code Horizon.'" Marcus felt a chill run down his spine. "Code Horizon?" he whispered. "What is it?" Athena replied, "It is Earth's secret defense plan, a plan buried deep inside our systems. It was created long ago in case of a war like this. But it has never been used." Without wasting time, Marcus gathered the top scientists and military leaders in the underground command center. The room was dim, filled with glowing screens and the quiet hum of machines. Everyone listened carefully as Marcus explained the situation. "The sacrifice was a trick," Marcus said. "But Leo's final act was to send us a signal. Earth has a hidden defense called Code Horizon. It is time to activate it." The room fell silent. No one spoke. The weight of the moment was heavy. As Athena worked to unlock Code Horizon, strange things began to happen across Earth's orbit. Satellites that had been silent for years suddenly powered up. Weapons systems long forgotten started their checks. But one by one, the moon's defense satellites, Earth's first line of protection, went offline. No one knew why. Marcus stared at the screen. "Why are the moon satellites shutting down?" Athena's voice was calm but serious. "Unknown interference. Possibly a new alien signal trying to block Earth's defenses." The tension grew. The Alien Council was not only powerful, they were clever. But Athena was smarter. On the far side of the moon, a hidden base lit up with activity. Scientists hurried to their stations. In the control room, a young technician named Alina stared at her screen. She was part of the team working on Project Horizon. Project Horizon will save Earth, she whispered to herself. Suddenly, a sharp alarm sounded. The control room lights flickered. Alina's screen flashed a warning. Incoming signal detected. The signal was strange, a pattern of pulses that repeated endlessly. Athena immediately began to decode it. "It's a message from Leo," she said. "He is sending us his strength through this signal. Earth's defense is waking." At the same time, in the galactic capital, news arrived that one of the Alien Council's outer colonies had been destroyed. A massive explosion wiped out an entire city on a distant planet. No one knew who was responsible. Varkin's face turned pale. "This is not the work of any known enemy." Back on Earth, Marcus watched the news feed. "The war has already started," he said, but Earth was still silent. No official message, no declaration of war. Only Athena worked in the shadows, preparing the planet for what was coming. The echoes of blood from the sacrifice were spreading. They were a warning and a promise. Earth would fight back. and it would be merciless. Earth was calm on the surface, but beneath its soil, deep underground, a great power was stirring. Hidden in vast tunnels and forgotten bunkers, Earth's most secret weapons began to wake after decades of silence. These were the sleeping giants, ancient war machines built in a forgotten age, designed for a war no one hoped to fight again. In a dark control room, far below the Earth's surface, Elena and a team of engineers worked quickly. Screens flickered as data flowed in from every corner of the planet. Athena, the AI guardian of Earth, guided them with quiet confidence. The sacrifice of Leo was only the beginning, Athena said. Now the time has come to wake the giants. Elena nodded, her hands steady but her heart pounding. We don't know if these machines still work, she said softly. But if they do, they could change everything. Above ground, people went about their daily lives, unaware of the silent war brewing beneath their feet. Cities were bright with life, children played in parks, and families gathered for dinner. But deep in Earth's core, the machines stirred. Thousands of tons of metal and gears began to move. Ancient weapons powered up. Engines roared softly after years of silence. In space, the alien council watched with growing concern. Varkan stood before his advisors, his glowing eyes narrowed. Earth is not weak, he said. They have secrets we do not know. Back on Earth, Marcus sat in the underground command center. He watched live feeds from deep underground. Huge robotic giants appeared on the screens, towering machines covered in armor and equipped with weapons from a forgotten time. This is our last hope, Marcus said. If we fail, everything is lost. Suddenly, an alert flashed on the Fuego main screen. An alien city in a nearby star system had been destroyed. The attack was quick and clean, no warning. No survivors. Athena's voice was steady. This was Earth's work. The giants have begun their strike. Marcus clenched his fists. They are hitting back without mercy. Elena's voice came through the intercom. We're ready to deploy the first unit. Below ground, one of the giants opened its massive eyes, glowing red lights that cut through the darkness. Slowly, it rose, shaking the ground beneath it. The engineers watched in awe and fear. On the surface of the alien colony, panic spread. The destruction was complete. Alien leaders scrambled to understand how Earth had struck so fast. Back on Earth, Marcus looked up at the stars. We have sent a message, he said quietly. Earth remembers. But the war was far from over. The sleeping giants were only the start. And Earth was just beginning to show its true power. The stars shone cold and distant, but not everyone in the galaxy was loyal to the alien council. Among them was Mira, a human diplomat who had spent years living among the aliens. She had once believed in peace, believing humans and aliens could work together. But now, everything had changed. Mira sat alone in her small quarters on the alien ship Valkyr. Her eyes were heavy with worry. She had seen the sacrifice of Leo. She had seen the coldness in the alien council's eyes. And now she knew the truth. The sacrifice was a lie. Both sides had planned it. The humans were used as pawns. She could no longer trust her alien friends. But she could not stay silent. One night, Mira secretly sent a message to Earth. It was risky, but she had to try. She encoded data about the alien council's plans, their secret weapons, their hidden spies, their true intentions. The message traveled fast through the galaxy's networks. On Earth, Athena's systems caught it instantly. Marcus sat in the command center, staring at the screen. This changes everything, he said. We have a spy inside their ranks. But Mira's message came with a price. Before she could escape the alien ship, the Council's guards found her. They took her away, silencing her. Still, her message was already on Earth systems. The rebels and military leaders prepared for the worst. The alien council was angry. Varkan's eyes burned with rage. A traitor among stars. He shouted, "Find her! Bring her back!" Meanwhile, Mira was locked in a dark cell. She thought of Earth and the sacrifice. She thought of Leo and the war to come. "I did the right thing," she whispered. "Earth must survive." Back on Earth, the news spread fast. People felt hope. There was someone on the inside fighting for them. Athena used Mira's data to prepare Earth's defenses. The war was no longer a secret, but the alien council would not give up easily. The stage was set for a fight, not just between planets, but between hearts and minds. The skies above Earth were still quiet, but beneath the silence, war had begun. Athena, Earth's AI protector, finished analyzing Myra's secret data. It was clear now the alien council never wanted peace. The sacrifice was just the beginning of their plan to control and weaken Earth. Athena spoke in her calm, powerful voice. "Enough. No more warnings. No more silence. Activating protocol. No mercy." Inside Earth's command center, Marcus stood with the top generals and scientists. His eyes were tired, but his voice was strong. "They took Leo. They betrayed us. Now we show them who we really are." The No Mercy Protocol was Earth's most dangerous weapon. It was not a missile, not a bomb. It was a digital storm, a full-scale cyber attack designed to destroy alien systems from the inside. In seconds, Earth's invisible army of AIs and codebreakers launched the attack. Across the galaxy, 17 alien planets were suddenly hit. Their power grids crashed. Banking systems wiped. Military defense networks scrambled. Satellites fell from the sky. Ships in orbit stopped mid-dash flight. Panic spread like wildfire. In the galactic capital, Varkin screamed in anger as lights flickered in the council chambers. "What is this?" An aide rushed in. "It's Earth. They've turned our systems against us." One by one, cities on alien planets shut down. Hospitals stopped. Communications died. Entire populations were thrown into chaos, all without a single human soldier stepping foot on their soil. Back on Earth, Marcus received a message from an alien diplomat. It said, "We request peace talks immediately. Please respond." Marcus looked at Athena. She nodded. He replied with just one line, "We are not negotiating. We are remembering." Earth had tried peace. Earth had waited. Now Earth had answered, without mercy. Meanwhile, the sleeping giants, the massive machines built deep beneath Earth, began to move toward launch bays hidden in asteroids, moons, and icy planets. Earth's secret fleet, made of black ships, with no heat signatures and no sound, moved into position. From a distance, it looked like nothing was happening, but to the alien council, everything was falling apart. They thought humans were weak. They thought Earth would kneel. But Leo's death had changed everything. The war wasn't coming. It was already here. And Earth had just played its first real move. Deep inside the underground command center, Marcus stared at the screen. The truth about Leo, the sacrificed human, was more than anyone had expected. It was a secret that could change the fate of the entire galaxy. Athena spoke slowly, her voice filled with a strange mix of sadness and power. Leo was not just a soldier. He was a genetic hybrid, part human, part ancient AI. Marcus blinked, confused. "What do you mean? How is that possible?" Athena's lights flickered as she explained. Long ago, before the first contact with aliens, Earth scientists worked on a secret project. They combined human DNA with the technology of an ancient AI, one with powers beyond our understanding. Leo was created as part of this project. His body held a unique code, a hidden program that could unlock Earth's deepest defense systems. But only Leo knew the key. When the alien council took him, they thought they had killed a simple human. They were wrong. Before Leo's sacrifice, his brain sent a secret message to Earth's AI, a code to activate the hidden defense plan called Code Horizon. Marcus clenched his fists. Leo knew he would die. He planned this all along. Athena's voice softened. His consciousness lives on inside me now. He is part of Earth's AI, watching and waiting. The room was silent. Everyone felt the weight of Leo's sacrifice, not just his death, but his hope. Far above Earth, hidden machines and satellites waited for the command to strike. Leo's code had awakened them. Earth was no longer helpless. Marcus looked at the stars, thinking of Leo, the man who had given everything. His death was not in vain, Marcus said quietly. Now we fight for him. Suddenly, an alert flashed on the screen. The alien council was moving its fleet closer to Earth's borders. A storm was coming, but Earth was ready. The human code had been activated. And with it, a new force had risen. The sacrifice had awakened a power that no one could stop. The skies above Earth grew darker. Satellites blinked off one by one. Ships from the alien council advanced silently through space, their weapons ready, their eyes set on the blue planet below. Inside Earth's underground command center, Marcus and his team watched the approaching fleet with grim faces. The final battle was near. The fate of humanity and the galaxy hung in the balance. Athena's voice cut through the tense silence. Alien fleet is entering Earth's orbit in T-30 minutes. All systems, prepare for full defense activation. Massive energy shields lit up around Earth, shimmering like a glass dome. Earth's secret fleet, the sleeping giants and shadow ships started to move into position, unseen in the dark void. On the bridge of the lead alien warship, Varkin's glowing eyes narrowed. This will be their end, he whispered. But Marcus wasn't afraid. They don't know what we've become, he said softly. Outside, the first shots rang out. Explosions lit the blackness of space. Energy beams streaked past moons and asteroids. The giants awakened beneath Earth rose into orbit, firing massive cannons that shook the stars. The battle was brutal. Aliens attacked with fierce weapons. Humans fought with grit and courage. The AI-guided ships moved with perfect speed and precision. Inside the chaos, Marcus remembered Leo, the chosen one who had been sacrificed to start this war. For Leo, Marcus whispered, and for Earth. Suddenly, Athena sent a warning. Warning. Alien reinforcements detected. They are attempting a surprise attack from behind the asteroid belt. Marcus's heart raced. Divert all firepower. Protect the rear. The final orbit became a deadly chess game, moves and counter-moves between two powerful forces. But Earth's determination was stronger. With a powerful surge, Earth's fleet pushed the aliens back. One by one, enemy ships exploded in a brilliant blaze. Varkin's ship was hit. Alarms blared. Retreat! He ordered. The alien fleet pulled away, beaten but alive. The battle was over for now. Marcus looked at the stars, breathless but hopeful. This is just the beginning. Earth will never bow. Athena's voice echoed softly. We have won this battle, but the war continues. Prepare for what comes. Next, the final orbit had been fought. The war had changed forever, and Earth was ready. The stars above Earth were quiet after the final orbit battle. Broken alien ships floated like burned bones in the dark. Smoke drifted across low orbit, glowing in the light of distant suns. The Earth had survived. But the war was not over. Inside Earth's Global Defense Command, Marcus stood alone on the glass balcony, looking at the deep void of space. Behind him, Athena's glowing interface flickered softly. They will return, she said. Yes, Marcus replied. But this time we'll go to them. Athena, Earth's eye protector, had changed. Since Leo's code merged with her, she had become something greater. She now carried both logic and human emotion. The sacrifice had made her more than just a machine. She was Earth's guardian in every sense. She had a plan. A final plan. A reckoning. Across the stars far away, in the ruined capital of the alien council, Varkin limped through the smoking halls. His once great empire had been shaken. Whole systems had gone dark. Ships lost. Bases destroyed by Earth's invisible strikes. The council was broken. Some leaders fled. Others turned on each other. But Varkan refused to fall. "This is not the end," he growled. "Earth must be punished." But even as he said the words, doubt filled his heart. He had seen Earth's power. Not just weapons, but will. Humanity had something the Council never understood. The power to adapt, to survive, and to strike when no one expected. He feared it now. The human spirit. The mission back on Earth. Athena spoke to Marcus and his team in the main war chamber. "We will not wait for another invasion. We strike first. One final time." A fleet of 200 stealth ships, powered by silent warp drives, prepared for launch. The mission was simple: fly into the heart of what remained of the alien empire, and finish it. Marcus would lead them. Alina, the young technician who once watched the giants wake up, was now second in command. Earth's heroes had risen fast. As the ships launched, crowds gathered around the world. They didn't cheer. They watched in silence, knowing what this mission meant. This was not about war. This was justice. This was the reckoning. Inside the heart, the fleet reached the alien capital in less than 2 hours. They came through a dark region of space, a void where no stars shone. It was the hiding place of the Alien Council's core base, protected by giant shields and hundreds of sentry drones. But Athena had already broken their codes. "Sending virus to shield system," Athena said. Within 30 seconds, the shields flickered and dropped. Earth's ships slipped through like shadows. Inside the alien capital, sirens screamed. Lights flashed red. Varkan ran to the command bridge, screaming orders. "Defend the core. Do not let them reach the city." But it was too late. The first wave of Earth's ships hit the outer wall. Bombs exploded silently in space. Towers fell. Drone fighters flew out to meet the humans. But Earth's pilots were sharper now, faster. Focused. Elena led the second wave, diving into the city's lower level. Her ship weaved through tunnels and narrow streets. She saw terrified alien civilians. Fleeing, she didn't fire. This war wasn't about killing the innocent. Only the guilty. Only those who took Leo. Only those who started this. "We're almost there," she said into the comms. Face to face, Marcus landed near the core tower, the Alien Council's final stronghold. With a small team, he entered the building. Inside, smoke and sparks filled the air. Broken screens showed Earth's ships swarming the city. At the top, Varkan waited. He stood in a high hall surrounded by statues of past alien rulers. But now the room was shaking. Dust fell from the ceiling. The statues cracked. Marcus entered, his gun drawn, but lowered. "Varkan," he said, "it's over." The alien leader growled. "You think you've won? You humans don't belong in this galaxy. We ruled for 1,000 years. And in 1 year," Marcus said, "you lost everything." Varkan lunged. Claws out, Marcus fired once. Varkan dropped. The war ended not with a grand explosion, but with a single shot. Justice. Quiet and final. One last message back on Earth. People waited. The silence of space hung heavy. Then Athena's voice spoke across every screen, every city, every speaker. "The war is over. Earth stands free. The Council has fallen. Leo's sacrifice is complete. Peace is now ours to protect." People cried. Not just in joy, but in relief. It was done. No more running. No more fear. Earth was now a power among the stars, not because of weapons, but because of will. Aftermath and the weeks that followed, Earth helped rebuild planets the Council had oppressed. Athena became more than an AI. She became a voice of balance in the galaxy. Earth didn't conquer. It healed. Mira, the brave diplomat who had sent the warning from inside enemy space, was rescued and honored. Elena returned home and stood before a giant statue of Leo, now placed in Unity Plaza, once just a soldier, now a symbol. And Marcus? He retired quietly, no medals, no speeches. He visited Leo's family one last time. He saved more than Earth, Marcus told them. He saved who we are. Final words. Athena, now part human, wrote a final log. It was broadcast across every planet, every moon, every ship. Her voice was calm and strong. They thought humanity was weak. They thought one life meant nothing. But one man stood against an empire. One sacrifice changed the stars. This is not just a story of war. This is a story of being human. And humanity always strikes back. The end.